Did you guys hear the news? Right now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe, their fan favorites Island Punch Smoothie, Mango Berry Cosmo Smoothie, and Watermelon Mojito Smoothie are back for a limited time. Nothing says summer like a refreshing smoothie. The Island Punch Smoothie is my favorite. It's made with peach, guava, passion fruit, mango, and pineapple. How refreshing. You're on tropic time now. Don't take my word for it. Visit one of Tropical Smoothie Cafe's 1,400 plus locations or order online or through their app. If you want to listen to this episode or any of our episodes ad-free, you can do that now. Head on over to Patreon. Click on the ad-free level. You get all of our bonus shows that you've been hearing so much about. Plus, every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you can listen to this episode or any of our other episodes at the same time, ad-free, over on Patreon. Before this season of RHONJ came back, we sat down with the one, the only Siggy Flicker. I mean, the more things change, the more they stay the same. We're right in the thick of this season. And seriously, everything Siggy is saying, it's as if nothing has changed. Well, listen, I don't want to influence anyone. You guys love when we talk New Jersey here. So sit back, relax. You know, Siggy, this is the first time she is on this podcast. So do we have more people from New Jersey coming this season? I don't know. But sit back, relax, and enjoy this chat with the one and only Siggy Flicker. Hey, everyone. This is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Siggy Flicker.
Thank you so much. Hi, David.
Siggy, I have wanted you on this podcast. I cannot, the velvet ropes are parted. The red carpet is rolled out. I have wanted you on here.
You know how much I love you. Always have and always will. But David, I have to say the reason why I kept quiet after, I left for very specific reasons. We'll talk about it. But now it's like getting to a point where you poke the bear enough times. And it's like, listen, I got to set the record straight. And I'm coming out guns blazing. And I would hate to see anybody get in my way. It's enough. It's enough. You never have another series where people are bringing up ex-housewives. It's like, listen, I understand the infatuation and the obsession. I mean, I look in the mirror and I'm infatuated and obsessed myself. But I walked away with, class and dignity. And I turned around and every time I wanted to open up my mouth, my husband would say, Siggy. And I'm like, Michael, let's just have fun. Let me just. And then finally got to a point where even my husband's like, I don't understand what's going on. But Siggy, you know what? I said, Michael, because when you look at a bully and you don't respond to the bully is going to keep on doing what the bully does. And in this case, that bully is not easy on the eye, not smart, not successful. It's like, okay, guys, I mean, come on. It's already a joke. So I'm coming out and I'm speaking and I'm happy about it. And, I'm here. I have nothing to lose. I'm not, just so everybody knows, I would never do the show. I'm not trying to get back on the show. I'm not trying to hang out with the girls. I have a fabulous life. I've got the fame. I've got the money. I'm just being really straightforward. I'm just coming out now because I love Teresa Giudice. And Teresa Giudice was very kind to me for the 2 years that I was on the show. And enough of this bullshit, enough of this production favoring certain category. And when you have selective editing, you could do anything. You can make a Satan look like, an angel in the editing room. And enough is enough. And you see what's happening in our country. Okay. And I hate to talk about politics, but everything is politics. Stop with here. You're just like feeding, and the editing room has become your God. Think for yourself. Use your brain cells if you have any left, please. So, David, I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to let you ask me any questions. I've not been prepped. Any question you have, shoot it at me.
So really the main reason that you've decided now to speak out after all these years of being silent really is because what? Of like Margaret's getting a certain edit and they're making Teresa look bad?
No, because up until last season, my name is still being brought up. So that's number one. It's like every season you got to bring up Siggy Flicker, Siggy. It's like, I don't know if it's done to any other housewife. You know why? Because we were ratings gold, but you know what we were. But it's like every season my name is being brought up. So what happened last season? One of my ex-girlfriends, Jennifer Fessler, who my family loves and adores, and I love and adore, and I've had a great history. You know, sometimes you have friendships, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a life. There was no fight. There was no big blowout. There was nothing. But here you have a girl that goes on the show. Now, I don't watch the show. I hear from people who are texting who say, oh my God, this girl came on the show and she said, I've only known Siggy for 2.5 seconds and I really don't like her. Well, who was the first person who reached out to me and said that's not true? The producers dubbed that was Jen Fessler. She sent me a beautiful text message and she was a class act and said, Siggy, listen, I love you. I love your family. We were not friends for 2.5 seconds. We were friends for over 30 years. And I would never, ever talk about you and your family. I just want you to know that I reached out to Bravo and they changed it. It's still on Peacock, but they're working on changing it because that was never said. And I said, Jennifer, listen, it doesn't matter. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. I couldn't wait to get out of the swamp. I hope that you have a different experience than me. And that's it. And I recently saw her at my sister's, my nephew's bar mitzvah, and she looked absolutely gorgeous, and we hugged, and there's still such a love there and a history there. And I'm thinking to myself, these producers, every season, what do they have? No storyline. So they're like, okay, let's try to think of how we can dig it into Siggy. We want to just poke the bear, and it's enough. And then I started seeing people coming over to me saying, Siggy, are you on Team Gorga or Team Judice? And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? What's going on? And like, he has lost it this season. I'm like, guys, I know Teresa. Teresa had ample opportunities to take down the Sig over and over again. She's not that person. She is not that person. Teresa will only bark if you bite. That's it. That she's got to be pushed into such a frenzy that she's going to start barking. That's who Teresa Giudice is. She was always a loyal friend. She was a sweetheart while I was filming with her. When I say that she had, and I try to explain to people, when you are filming, the producers are constantly going into somebody's ear and whispering without you knowing, which makes you so insecure and scared. Like, what are they telling them to say? Over and over again. And when I tell you, they tried plenty of times to get Teresa to come at me. When she first came out of jail and I went on the show, it was like, yes, we have somebody who's fearless. Maybe she'll go up against Teresa, the Queen of Jersey. It didn't happen. We fell in love. She was so nice. She was a girl's. We talked about makeup. The first thing she said to me is, I love your lips. I said, thank you so much. It's probably the only thing on my face that hasn't been touched. I mean, we just hit it off.